All right, let's just jump into it. We're starting off with my pick ban gauntlet for the week. Again, if you're not super familiar with Runeterra's organized play, these gauntlets, the first gauntlet you play each week, if you get 7 wins in it, you get a bye in the end of season last chance qualifier. And you can get up to 5 buys in that qualifier. And that last qualifier, you need to get to 7 wins in to qualify for the regional tournament, which will have a $10,000 first place prize and other cash prizes to the top 32, and other in-game prizes to the 1,000 people that play in it. So there's 7 weeks to have a chance to accumulate 5 buys. We've had 2 weeks go by. I got 7 wins in one of the gauntlets and only 6 wins in the second, so I have one of those 5 potential buys at the moment. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games. I'm not going to do... So the pick ban gauntlet is a 3-deck format, so I'm not going to do full deck techs here. Ashe Kench'em's actually a deck we're going to play a full set with later today. It's up on my website. We've played it a few times before, so this is one of the 3 decks I'm going to be playing. Like I said, if you want to hear more about this, check out the other video that's going to go up today. That'll be just that deck. We're going to play some Twisted Diana as well in this pick ban gauntlet. While I'm not playing a set with this today, there's a number of video sets of this up on my website and my YouTube channel. I think it's a lot of fun. Hopefully I get to play some games with it. And then the third deck was one that I saw, I think his username is Lobster. It's some kind of sea creature playing Lux Leona yesterday. And Lux is one of my favorite champions, and since I'm playing Ashe Kench'em, Ashe with Kench, I wanted to play Lux and something else, and this seemed like a sweet Lux deck. So let's go ahead and dive on into the gauntlet and see how it goes. Lord of the Pearl Trident, thank you very much for the 22 months of Prime. I appreciate you shipping that way, shipping that this way again this month. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Hey, Texas Horror. My Zelda archive from last night is currently in processing purgatory on YouTube. Hopefully it'll be ready to publish live when I'm done streaming this morning. But as of this very moment, it is not live because YouTube got hung up processing it. I did not, Coburn. All right, like the last couple of times when I did the gauntlets, I'm going to go ahead and minimize chat while I'm actually playing the games because chat is a distraction. I love you, but contrary to what Reddit and Twitch chat think, you are a competitive disadvantage. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this and dive on into the first game here. For people that haven't seen the pick ban format before, both players see the opponent's lineup in terms of regions and champions that they've brought, and then you pick one of the opposing decks to ban based off of just that information, and then you pick one of your remaining 2 to play against one of their remaining 2. The Deep, Anivia, Kalista. It's like 3 controlling decks here, huh? Probably don't want Kench. Probably going to play whichever of these 2 decks they leave legal. Ban the Deep. I think I'd rather... I'm surprised they banned that one. I guess maybe they're going to play the Yasuo deck. I'm going to play Twisted Diana. I think Twisted Fate's really good against decks that are trying to go long. The Twisted Diana deck tends to be very good at flipping Twisted Fate. So hopefully we'll be able to do that here. We are definitely the beatdown in this matchup. These cards are very aggressive. Bastion's kind of appealing. I'm going to full mulligan looking for Twisted Fate, I think. Okay, nice. We got double Twisted Fate and a 1-drop here. Is a great start.
Night flowers upon my blade. Lunari, rise.
So, not only does this allow us to apply some pressure early, but we've got this Dusk Petal to enable a Diana or a Lunari Shadestalker if we find one. Go hard. Yep. Alright, so... I think I'm just letting that die.
We will be free.
Hey, Apple. Thanks for checking out the Viking promo. Appreciate you. Just need one more in there. Thank you, Twitch chat. Do I want to burn the petal to play her with Nightfall? Probably.
By the moon's crescent blade.
Getting the Nightfall trigger in general is pretty good. Just gonna go ahead and end the round and burn their mana here. There's a good chance they have a ramp spell, and I don't really value the 2 points of damage that highly here. Interesting.
Deal me in. Soak it in.
If they attack, we're just going to take 6 here. Is it too aggressive to pick a card here? They would need to have, like, exactly second go hard to punish it. And, like, that would get Twisted Fate up to 5 out of 8. And I could technically hit him with Pale Cascades from there. This does mean they get to attack us now. Since I'm out of resources. At the very least, this attack is free. I think they should probably attack with this too. Yeah, actually, they're happy if I block with either of these, but I think that's worthwhile. Leveling Twisted Fate's real good.
No more lies.
Open on attacks here and see what they do.
Unseen, unheard, the new moon conceals you from our foes.
I think I just end the round here. That's not bad. Okay, so Twisted Fate is 1 extra card off from leveling. Oh, are they not a control deck? They must not be a control deck, huh?
What tidings from the sky?
So 1 more draw on Twisted Fate here. We'll get going. Sure.
What tidings from the sky?
I guess you can win them all.
So, Twisted Fate, when leveled, each turn in order, he plays blue card, red card, gold card. That's fine.
Go on then. Watch the ball, folks.
Watch the ball, folks.
Eyes open.
So this will draw us a card and give us a spell mana. Next card we play will red card and deal 1 to all their stuff. Third card will gold card their Wraithcaller here. So definitely in to red card everything here. And then I think I might just overwrite this Pool Shark with this Pool Shark to get my gold card in. Okay, with this Go Hard played, I think I'm going to go ahead and just Pale Cascade this then. Because this effectively heals it. I just didn't want to play it for no value. And then Diana here is getting ready to level up here. So they need 2 more Go Hards to deal 5 to everything. This is actually pretty good against our gold card stuff. Let's start with Gift Giver and see what we get. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty good. I think... So the problem is, if I gold card this turn, their Undying is gonna die and then come back. I think that's probably worthwhile, though. I definitely want to trigger Nightfall so Diana can hook this. So this will level Diana, and it'll kill a couple other things.
Something for all.
Take a little bit of damage here. That's scary. That means if they have another one, they're gonna get to kill our board here. This creates a Pack Your Bags, which deals 5 damage to everything. I'm gonna go ahead and Pale Cascade this in response. So that way, oh, that's perfect.
Come, a new phase awaits.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Hold it, partner.
It wipes the pump off of it. That's awkward. Huh. Well, now we have to hook this one, right? Instead of this, so that way it stays dead. I didn't think that through. Alright, we get another turn with Twisted Fate here, which is all you can really ask for. Ruination. Yeah, I think we just let that happen, and then we flood the board. Just set ourselves up to have good open attacks. I'm just gonna go Gift Giver, Pool Shark, Mentor.
Where do you stand on cold shots? Enter, traveler, and stop staring.
Stop staring!
Sapphire, gem of our divine patron.
Survey says. Still dead through a blocker. Even if they had something more. I've got 2 Pale Cascades here to push an extra 4. Good stuff. Shout out to Twitch chat for crushing the Vikings goal. I appreciate you all. We'll work out the logistics on when the cooking stream will be exactly Thanksgiving week. The weekend before I'll post as part of my normal schedule. Thought you had to play 3 go hards to make pack your bags without the. Yeah, you missed the third, dude. Like they had played through that game. We have subs in there that I missed. Jacob the Cosmos, originally scribed for Magic, but fully on the Runeterra party bus now. Disposable Hero, Silly Cheese, Innuendo. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for keeping me around. Alright, minimizing chat. Those are decks. Let's play Lux Leona for some variety. People do not like Kench, chat. I'm gonna mulligan Bastion here. The rest of these seem fine though. We don't really know what our opponent's doing. Maybe they thought the Gauntlet was Singleton still? Am I remembrancing on 3? I don't think so. They got a pretty good Daybreak curve here. Maybe we just try and beat them down. Saving this for post-Lux has some value too, potentially. Curving out Daybreak stuff means if we find a Leona on curve, she's extra good too.
You're covered.
Yeah, I guess we just pass here since they have a barrier. No reason giving them a freebie. They just trade with my 3/3 anyways. Easiest shield breaker of my life. And then, we can actually remember it's on 4 here super cleanly, right? Sounds great. I'm glad we're playing Ashe Kench'em in the set after this, if people are gonna keep banning it. I guess if I'm challenging that, I get to attack with these two, right? I should technically order this first, right? In case they have some way to kill these things. I don't want her to level by mistake. Hey, that's a good one. Also a good one. That sounds like a great insurance plan, just like fixed target problem. Also, notably levels Lux on its own. Single combat's a great pickup here, because it pairs well with Lux's barrier. But it could vengeance us here. So I could single combat Lux in the 5/4 that loses to a Vile Feast or an Unspeakable Horror in an awkward way, but the problem is, like, they're just gonna get to challenge her next turn regardless, so I feel like I'm supposed to just go for it. I could open on attacking with my 2-power things, and then if they block, like, single combat into here, that could be reasonable as well. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do this and hope they don't have a way to pop my barrier. So barrier prevents the first source you take damage from, so that would be this, except that they have a response. Okay, sure. That's not ideal, but it could have gone worse. Let's see if they open on attacks here. I assume they're going to do this. They get cheeky and do something else, though. We have both Leona and Falling Comet now, though, which is pretty good.
Behold the divine power of the sun!
The divine power of the sun.
Daylight breaks on the battlefield.
It's always sunny in Runeterra,
Bask in
chat.
the light's radiance.
Would you like to eat one of my babies, or do you have a combat trick to kill her? You have my 1/2, the powerful Thresh. We have a comet fall down on him. We generate a boom boom. We boom boom the Swiftwing Lancer. Deal.
I've been hiding my light too long.
Opponent might be newer. They're playing 6 different champions. Seen a couple of more interesting plays.
If you have nothing to hide.
It's not bad.
By the light!
Go ahead and just deploy Radiant Guardian here and get in there.
A beacon in battle.
Investigating.
So Detain does require they captured onto a specific ally. So we'll be able to kill whatever they're using to detain to get our thing back. Like with that, that's a stellar draw. Before I lose myself. Okay, so let's let this happen, and then we'll Concerted Strike this with these two, and then we'll Guiding Touch heal her, Final Spark this, and then have really good open attacks next turn. The Ledros here kind of explains why they killed my Leona. I think they wanted us to stop us from stunning that constantly. Definitely think we're just opening on attacks here, though. One of those are the comment I wanted for Christmas, chat.
Daylight warms the heart and
We'll
lights
grab
the way.
that in case,
And a long path to get here.
in case they don't open on attacks next turn. Yep. I mean, them's the beats sometimes. Them's the beats sometimes. Well, that That was randomly generated off of their Mage Seeker. That's how it goes. Maybe should have been a little bit more aggressive with what we were doing. Yes, their singleton deck definitely just dumpstered our constructed deck. I think Ashe Kench'em actually sounds really good. Thank you, Ghost Alien, Magic Caracal, Robo Snake Ache, and Hippity. I hereby send $5 to Twitch and continue updating my ad blocker with weird scripts to defeat their terrible soup commercials. Yeah, this hand looks great against mono noxious stuff. What are these decks? So you have to remember there's no entry fee on these gauntlets, chat. So I assume there's a lot of newer players that have more limited collections playing in them, in addition to folks like myself that have been playing a lot and have a pretty developed collection. It's gonna pass here. I don't think I want to... I think we're probably the control deck in this matchup, and I think I want to wait and see if they deploy something that I can make vulnerable and hook for a profitable block.
Let me show you what I can do.
Sure.
Gets noticed around here.
Don't stand in my way. Look what you did.
Bumping these into each other means my Make It Rain gets to kill this potentially, which is nice. Rank Big Wolf's a good draw, considering we picked up Ashe here as well.
I have the best job.
I think we're gonna go ahead and do this here.
Watch and learn.
I attempt to trade these two.
Not my first gunfight.
All the world on one.
I suppose with two axes, they could double pump whatever I frostbite and hook, but it seems like a fine exchange for us overall.
Carve a path.
That's actually pretty awkward because that can't block, but it's the one getting frostbitten. I think I still just try and trade the wolf here. Maybe I am just supposed to eat this for free.
Time for the moneymakers.
Use why we used our axes. Put themselves down an axe.
You suck.
I don't know about that play. I maybe should have eaten this. I don't know. Keeping Ashe alive is nice because I have Kench in hand. So like next turn I can deploy Kench, and then the following turn I can attack with Ashe, frostbite something, and then Kench can eat it for free, which is good value. They attack with this. We're just gonna take the hit.
For the Empire.
Huh? Okay, I think with that play, I'm gonna go ahead and Tavern Keeper, heal myself for 3. And then if they attack with these, we'll go block, block, flash freeze the Trifarian.
Chase them down.
These are our lands. The time is right. Strike now.
They could have like Draven's Champion spell here to kill my Ashe, which wouldn't be stellar, but I don't think we're playing around that. Tavern Keeper looking really good there.
I am unbenched.
Unbench the Kench.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
Hired Gun gonna show some of her strength alongside Ashe here. So
The party has arrived.
Ashe is gonna frostbite this, which is vulnerable, and then we'll get to kill it very nicely here. Ashe is 2 frostbites away from leveling. This is putting a little bit of damage on Kench, but I think that's fine. With Ashe going here, we're not all in on the Kench plan this game.
I'm sure there's something for my tastes.
He's a hungry boy, chat. Hungry, hungry boy.
Mine is the hand of Noxus. A true Falyonian welcome. Reporting in?
Let's play Omen Hawk here first, actually. So that way, if they want to attack with this, I can trade here. I don't have to trade with my higher attack things. Can acquire taste post-combat. Gobble, gobble.
You had your chance to walk away. Appetizers aplenty.
So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 attack currently. I'm going to go ahead and Babblingberg here. My opponent's not playing a deck with sweepers, and yeah, now that they played something, Ashe gets to level because she has something to frostbite.
I'll lead us to victory.
Alright, sweet. And just like that, our loss last round no longer matters. Sarek, thank you for the entire year of support. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Good idea on the command. Good morning to everybody. Over 400 people in here already this morning. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a wonderful weekend wherever you're at in the world. We are two wins into our last chance gauntlet here, playing for Prime Glory. Bengu Power coming in hot with the 55th month. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I think I ban this, and then I play Kench or Leona Lux against whichever aggro deck they leave legal. Really love the pick ban format. People asking about if I'll be streaming tomorrow, you can always find my full schedule in the stream information section, on my Twitter, in the subs Discord, on my website. So, if I was attacking on odds, this hand would be an easy keep, so we'd turn through Remembrance. I think I'm still keeping Remembrance just in case we don't find 1s or 2s, but I'm going to mulligan the rest of these. Ideally, we're going to find some Solari Soldiers or Shield Bearers. And now this hand's great. Lovely. Play a 2-1. No plays. Deal.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood. Hopefully they play a Battlecaster here and we get to single combat it.
Of course I'm ready.
That will also work. This is why I waited to play this till my turn. This only gets the 1/1 bonus till end of turn. And then they have no decent open attacks here, so they're going to need to deploy a threat if they want to attack, and then we'll get to Solari Shield Bearer and just stonewall them. They just discarded a Shev Mechanist, so not the stock aggressive list. How cool is F2K with switching to Runeterra and variety stuff? Well, so F2K doesn't really have a say in the type of content that I produce. Without going fully into the details, my contract with F2K is they basically pay me dollars based on my total watch time on Twitch. So if I have less hours watched on Twitch by streaming less popular games, I just make less money from my contract with them. So my contract with them scales based on how much I get watched. I have a minimum number of hours per week that they expect me to stream based on my contract, but it doesn't dictate what I stream for those hours. My deal with F2K is basically just an ad deal. F2K is the esports organization that's responsible for the ad ticker over there. 3 brews again. I think I'm banning these dorks. I don't really know what they're doing. And then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play these again. These are like my 2 anti-aggro decks, and this is like my anti-control deck, with this also being okay against control. This is definitely something aggressively slanted. They're going to mulligan everything but Remembrance here again, looking for lower curve stuff. Solari Soldier's fine.
A foray into the field? How exciting!
Raise your weapons, Sunwood.
Raise your weapons, Sunwood.
Follow the horizon.
You just go ahead and let it pass over here. Depending on what they do. Just that. I think we just Priestess here then. Super and a Meteor Shower. This kills Zed and Teemo. Does not kill Vi because she's got 4 life and tough, but it's fine.
Just as I hypothesized.
Easy trade here.
No mercy for heretics.
And then we'll open on Remembrance next turn.
My right.
Remember, the 3rd of November. Go cast your ballots, chat. Don't deny me, bro.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
I walk your path alone.
Play a Teemo so I can meteor shower you.
Here comes the punchline.
I'm gonna play It's Always Sunny here.
Our strength is forever at its zenith.
Just have two chunky blockers here. Because obviously they could hook one of these.
Night falls. Hot shit. Trouble coming at ya.
We go as one.
Really?
Never steal.
If they have the +3 attack card, they get to eat this. I think that's still the right block. I think this is better with the Always Day disciplines.
Have faith.
Feel Cascade's not a bad pickup. Ferdinand Stars actually sounds nice. Either of my champions would be good here. It's kind of scary. See if they open on attacks here or not. Leona's leveled. They need something +3/+3. I feel like this incentivizes them to not open, but they also probably want to try and level their Zed, which incentivizes them to open.
Here's the fun part. Eat this.
Only the worthy survive. However, for our might.
So what kind of tricks they have.
My warrant. Not that I need it.
Oh, are we dead? I guess I could draw Hush. Because, like, this Vi's about to level here, too. I think I have to draw Hush or Pale Cascade here.
Coming to save the day. Or wreck it.
Lux is going to be enough to pull us through here. Probably not.
Embrace the shadow.
Perhaps I should have been more defensive and Meteor showered this earlier. Yeah, I can't play her and level her this turn.
Time for this candle to flicker out.
I'll melt away your shadows.
These are dangerous lands.
Yep, it'll do. This Leona Lux deck doesn't seem very good.
Losing is just an opportunity
Just
Opportunity
what
to
I.
shine even brighter.
It's what I deserve for grabbing a deck off a random stream. Alright, third time's the charm. We're gonna try it again here. Only doing constructed legends or also draft. We did an expedition somewhat recently, but generally speaking, people don't submit limited. So as long as the deck queue, as long as the deck queue stays full, I intend to stick to constructed. The only thing I intend to fit in outside of deck queue stuff is the pick ban gauntlet, or the gauntlet each week. Deck, see chat, third time was the charm. Third time was the charm. Deck's busted. Let's ban this. I bet they're gonna ban Kench. Nobody wants to play against Kench, chat. Nobody wants to play against Kench. Mulligan Bastion, keep the rest of these thick boys and girls. Yeah, look at them. Put those chunky booties on the table, chat. They're thick. One could argue Leona makes the rockin' world go round.
Punish transgressions.
You punish my transgressions whenever you want, Solari Soldier.
Ready for deployment!
Bless the faithful and fear the
See ya, the heretics. Yikes. It's fine. Can't level Leona on 4. Never lucky, chat. Gotta wait till 5 to level her. Stone cold bratwurst.
The dawn has arrived.
carry her light across the mountain.
Making the dead deader.
Daylight everlasting. Solari controls all that.
Opponent very likely on Mono Demacia with a Harrowing Splash at their top end.
My heart and sword for Demacia.
For Demacia.
Piercing rays.
How badly do I want to get blown out by Ranger's Resolve? Not badly. I'm going to pass. It's a great draw with 9 mana.
We do what is right.
Taste steel!
No mercy for heretics.
Gladly, sir. What could have been?
How do you feel about just passing here? It's probably wrong. Let's play Radiant Guardian.
Justice will be served.
I have Bastion up to protect from a single combat here still. Would really love to draw a Lux sometime soon here. She's our like unit control card.
By the strength of our convictions.
That's pretty good. That's super scary.
Ready to do my part.
Cythria, isn't it? Keep up the good work.
Gosh, are we supposed to kill this or Garen? I'll lead on Daylight Spear and see what they do.
Body control all that her warmth touches.
In a world full of monsters, I'm glad I have you.
That'll never change.
Well,
To the sun!
it's pretty good too.
Strike while the planets align.
I think I want to attack with these.
Not so fast.
And then I think I'm just concerted striking the Lucian here. This prevents Lucian from leveling. This could be wrong too, though, because like Garen and Dawnspeakers are both kind of scary.
Sentinels of light don't fear the dark.
Our allies did not fall in vain. Charge!
The guilty will burn.
Hold back the darkness.
Does this feel like a judgment to anybody else? Feels like a judgment. I can Bastion to protect her, though. Need to fade single combat here.
Justice! We must not relent!
Sniff that out at least.
Onward!
I'm just banking spell mana here. So they get to rally here because of Garen, but I get to open on It's Always Sunny and stun him. And then I get to play another Daybreak card out and stun something else.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren. Behold the sun's holy light.
They're playing Ruination. Good golly. Okay, and then their last card is Naturally Harrowing, and we're gonna die to it. That's how this works. Please be Radiant Guardian. Please be Radiant Guardian. That's actually a really good draw. The Undying.
Daylight breaks on the battle.
Okay, well, I mean, it wasn't harrowing yet. Yet, asterisk.
My heart and sword for democracy.
Okay. That probably does it. Close game. Little fortunate for no harrowing there.
Our deeds will be written in the heavens.
Yeah, when they didn't have the harrowing, we turned that corner real fast. Yeah, the Undying is kind of atypical. I guess to be fair, the Undying is kind of neat with what's it called? With the card that gives your things 1/1 each turn if something died. Like those are kind of a combo, right? Never not banning Lee Sin. I think we're probably playing whichever of these two they don't ban here. I kind of want to play Twisted Diana. Sweet. Looks like an okay rank matchup. A full mulligan these, looking for a Shadestalker enabler. Gross. Seems real bad. Dusk and Duskbringer is the best draw in our deck, not close. Maybe I should have kept the Gem Giver. I didn't consider the fact that I'm attacking on odds. So, like, the fact that I'm attacking on odds mean I didn't need an enabler for this till turn 3, which means the Gift Giver was probably fine. Huh. This is, like, not what we want to be doing with this card usually, but hopefully we draw a number of cheap things and we don't just get to put ourselves on card disadvantage with that play. Okay, perfect.
Night flowers upon my blade. A little luck for those who need it.
For those who need it. They are an avalanche deck.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
This is our route to victory, by the way. This Lenari Shadestalker is going the distance. She's going full speed.
Gem of our divine patron.
She's all alone. In this time of need, we're racing and pacing and plotting the course. I think I would rather kill this than save this. think I'm just burning their mana here. I guess they can't Vengeance this. They could Grasp it, though. Let's pick a card. Yeah. Punished. Our hand's been super awkward for this matchup. Needed more pressure early.
For the thrill of battle!
Yeah, it's gonna go to the next one. Gremildin, thank you for the entire year of support. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Welcome back. Yeah, playing my pick a card there is probably just wrong. Like I said, I think that was my route to victory was that elusive, and then I identified what my route to victory was, and I should have played around them having the ability to. Deep. Let's do Twisted Diana again, see if we get a rematch here. Okay, let's try again. Keep a better starting hand, make better decisions during the game. Keep the Dustbringer, look for some other pressure here. Okay. This is a good opener. Much better than the last one. I mulliganed inappropriately in the last game. I should have kept the Gift Giver. We're also attacking on evens this game, which is actually much better for us. So we get to go this into Dusk Petal Shadestalker here. And then attack for 4, which is nice. Something worth noting is that the most expensive card in my deck costs 4 mana. So if we play Pool Shark on 3, we're guaranteed to be able to play whatever he draws.
Son?
Playing bilge rules, son. Like, oh, there's a creature in the pool ball.
That deal in coins and carnage.
So Diana's bleeding, so we want to deploy her here regardless. But it is playing an Avalanche deck, but if we like deploy Diana and then they Avalanche, we have a Pale Cascade to save her. So I think that's fine. She's 2 Nightballs away from leveling up now.
Cloaked in silver light.
We'll see if they have another Vile Beast here. They could still have another Vile Beast. They probably want to play it after the Avalanche. They keep the 1/1. They have another Vile Beast. We're going to be in a bit of a rough spot. So it just like kills our pressure. Flash Freeze is fine. It means we don't hit them this turn, but it means that we get to keep our threat in play, which is ideal. Means we get a chance to both Guiding Touch or level her up with this effect. Probably opening on Pool Shark again, depending on what they do.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
Game. Go on then.
Go on then.
top of the bounty board today?
How about another round?
So I want to draw cards after I Twisted Fate, but I also want to open attacks. So I think the play is Messenger's Sigil into Pale Cascade here, level Diana, and then their thing is vulnerable, so Diana can already hook it without having to play another Nightfall card. And then I have Bastion, but if I Bastion, I lose this fleeting Twisted Fate, so I probably don't want to do that this turn. Sure, you got it. And I'm pretty sure I want this Twisted Fate to just draw a card.
Never lost a fair game or played one. Soak it in.
And then with Bastion and pick a card here, we stand a pretty good shot at leveling Twisted Fate on our next turn. Guiding Touch as well helps. There's another card draw.
Let's take this outside.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead and block him with this because he's vulnerable permanently, so like next turn we could hook him with one of these potentially. I have 9 total mana, so I can play this, and this. So he's at 2 of 8. He's going to go to 6 of 8 on my next turn once we draw with the pick a card. And then I've got 1, 2 draws here. Plus whatever other cards we pick up. I almost want to proactively Bastion him.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
So opponent's on full mana.
Gotta trust your instincts.
They get us if they have Ruination plus Vile Feast or Ruination plus Flash Freeze here. Because I could beat Ruination on Twisted Fate with Bastion. But if they have a way to pop it, I can't prevent that. Feel the rush. Sure. Sure.
Eyes to meet you. Ah! I smell a fight. says I don't share?
Speak, stars. Speak, I say.
Yeah, and I'm like, they're almost dead here, right?
No.
Face your heretic.
And then this is hushed. Or one point short of killing them with red card next turn. Oh, did I miss lethal with Pale Cascade? I might have missed lethal with Pale Cascade. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I think I had lethal with Pale Cascade instead of hushing. I was really focused on killing the what's it called? The Tryndamere. So if I don't hush the Tryndamere, I think I killed them with the elusive, maybe. I don't know, I didn't actually count it, but that's probably the case.
Tidings from the sky.
And then remember, gold card can stun inside of combat. So
Soak it in.
we just like play burst or fast burst inside of combat. This doesn't attack. Yikes. I was gonna pass. They're like definitely attacking, right? Wait, does that permanently keep him 0 cost? Right? That's how that works?
Bow to your king.
It says last breath, return him to hand.
Every step brings me closer to deliverance. Get ready for a beatdown.
Cloaked in silver light.
And then I think I'm just bastioning Twisted Fate proactively here. So this gold card will hit this. Like, actually, maybe it was right to proactively bastion this one. Just because the elusive is so important. I think I just bank Spell Mana this turn because I want the cards I play to trigger Twisted Fate next turn.
Tidings from the sky.
Eyes open.
Yeah, the Bastion here was probably wrong. I think I should have Bastioned here. Messenger Sigil's a great pickup. It's gonna let me have another nice spell to trigger this nicely. That keeps the hand pretty clear. We killed him through Ruination here, right? Because we have enough mana to, like, redeploy the board. Hesitation is a tell. He's right. We're dead to Atrocity no matter how we cut it, right? So can't really play around that. I could have maybe picked a card aggressively looking for Hush this round. So I think I just pick a card now, so that way we stun this and then I go to attacks.
Let him think it's luck.
Get ready for a beatdown.
Steel power.
That's better, right? Oh, you know what? I should probably spread this out because of Flash Freeze. Yeah. Yeah, I should put this 2 on something else because they showed us Flash Freeze earlier. They did not have it. Okay, so I had some slops. I definitely don't think this deck's got a lot of permutations of lines in it every turn, which is one of the reasons why I love it. I did not get punished ultimately there at the end, which was nice. Pretty sweet beating Feel the Rush there, which was great. Like their big go over the top play was not enough to beat us. All right, that puts us at 6 wins. We get 1 shot. All right, I need to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be back in just a second. Don't go anywhere. When I get back, we're gonna do this and then play some Ashe Kench'em. Didn't I already get a 7-win Gauntlet this week? I did not, Walker. That was last week. Time flies. Last week was Singleton. The week before that was Big Ban again. Alright, I think I ban this and then play whichever of these 2 anti-aggro decks they leave us against one of these. Alright, chat, get minimized for the last time. Let's do it, chat. Final boss. We're attacking on odds here too, which is great. And keep Remembrance in single combat, with the plan being Remembrance on 3. Hand is not looking great so far.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood.
Oh, they have a Daybreak package. Maybe they could just be playing this as a good cheap threat. It's actually a good draw. I think I do this. It means I can't do this next turn, but it either eats a 2-2 or fogs them for the turn. Sick. This exchange is good for us.
The party has arrived.
So we're at 7 mana total here. So if they open attacks, I can block here, single combat these two, this'll die, play this for 5, and then I can play this next turn.
Now we're cooking. Goddesses need victims.
Well then. That could have gone better for our hero. Okay. All right. Coming up, Millhouse.
Banish the unworthy.
Hashtag sometimes lucky.
No mercy for heretics. Glorious end.
Think I'm just doing this?
Our sun will not set today. Blood for Noxus. I'll handle this myself.
Darius is a reason to heal.
My faith protects me.
Excuse me? I think we just open on this.
Clad in shining sunlight.
I think we start here. This kind of sucks against second Draven, but is what it is. They've already burned 2 Pale Cascades.
Draven out?
This gives them a bunch of axes. Leona's one of our better draws here. Guiding Touch isn't terrible.
Oppose me.
Scorching light.
Power before our might.
I think we're bastioning this. This works out okay. Sometimes lucky, chat. Glory be to the Prime. I just want to make it clear that I didn't make these rules, but since I did just earn my Prime glory completely on stream, if you were watching that last match and you have an unspent Twitch Prime sub, you are now contractually obligated to spend it on the channel. So I don't make those rules, but anybody out there, if you have an unspent Prime sub, and if you have Amazon Prime and link it to your Twitch account, you get Twitch Prime included with that for free. So feel free to support the content and drop that off. Good morning to everybody. I appreciate you hanging out today. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday wherever you're at. Hope you had a great weekend. You should have waited 2 days. Mine comes back on the 4th. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, and again, the pick ban format is just so incredibly sweet. Them's the rules. Supion, and you get a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for the 12 months. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Talaran, thanks for the sub gifty. Yeah, Xeon Live, welcome to Hoaglandia. Thanks for the brand new Prime sub. I appreciate the support. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month. I kind of hope, I don't know if they can, I don't know if they have the player base to split the ladder, but honestly, the pick ban format it's honestly one of the best constructed formats I've ever played. Runeterra's current constructed format, I think, is very good and reasonable, but I think even in good, reasonable formats, there's decks that people don't love playing against, and the fact that in the pick ban format, you can always, if there's one champion you hate playing against, you're guaranteed to never have to play against it in your runs. That quality of life is just so huge. Ferocious Barrett, thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. And I really feel like, the mix of, I feel like they hit the perfect balance of how they broke up the decks you're supposed to pick. Like, I love this, my deck selection here was a good example. I really dislike the community-made format that they've used for pick ban, where you can't overlap regions. But here, for example, I played 2 Bilgewater decks, and I played 2 Targon decks, but all of my decks were very unique in what they were doing, right? So, because there were no overlapping champions, I was able to have 3 very distinct decks to play that feel different to play with and against, but I didn't feel like, I never struggle to find 3 decks to play in pick ban that I want to play. Yeah, like, it's very easy for me to reach into the pool of Runeterra decks and go, yeah, there's 3 decks that I really love that fit into this pick ban format really elegantly. Someone asked for thoughts on pick ban versus best of 3 with sideboards. I don't know. Derp Face, thanks for the 19 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think, let's form an opinion. I think from a player feeling perspective, pick ban feels better to play than a best of 3 with sideboard ever could, just because of that subjectivity that I talked about with always getting to ban the one champion you don't want to play against. Because like I said, your what people enjoy playing is super subjective in games like this, even in good formats. So the fact that pick ban gives each individual player the flexibility to, yeah, like that. Imagine you always got to ban their Teferi Time Raveler deck. Like, I wouldn't have even been a problem when that card was legal, right? Yeah, like that's a great comparison. Like, it just, from a emotional perspective, pick ban feels very good to play because of that aspect of it. It also adds a really neat layer of depth. I love the champion. I love the champion and the C faction system in this game too, because I like that it doesn't require you to share full deck lists, but at the same time still gives good players who understand the metagames information to make good decisions. So it's not this all or none, you get everything or you get nothing. It's really a really elegant solution. The only downside is that you must have multiple good decks, so it's not super duper. I agree. From an accessibility standpoint, not even just, it's important to note too, people often talk about the monetary cost to get multiple decks, but there's a real skill cost to being able to play multiple decks too, right? Like, it's not just you have to have, 3 decks to play with cards. It's you have to be comfortable playing 3 different decks. So there's a knowledge tax that comes with pick ban as well. And I definitely wouldn't want pick ban to be the only format in Runeterra, but I really love that it exists, and I feel like it does a ton of stuff really, really well. Yes, that's also true. The monetary cost of getting 3 Runeterra decks is like half the price of getting one 175 card deck out Arena. All right. That being said, we're going to go ahead and I am going to go ahead and shift gears here